Welcome to another episode of Raw Truth, and today we are talking about the bullshit JFK Jr. conspiracy. I'm your host, PX Bad Boy. Stay tuned. As I stated in the intro, talking about the JFK Jr. conspiracy. Listen, I hope that a lot of people would come back from the dead and either change the world or just be my friend. But I know that that's not how this works. On top of that, JFK Jr. is probably old as dirt right now, and I highly doubt he was planning some Notre Dame crap from 40 years ago that he would eventually know that Donald Trump was going to run for president, and then he was going to be president, then lose presidency, then try again in 2024. And like, listen, that's not even Notre Dame. That's lunacy. They could have picked anything or anyone to turn around and turn on and become Trump's buddy. Could have picked anyone. Why would they pick JFK Jr., someone who was a Democrat for one, two, strongly against everything Donald Trump stands for and everything the Republican Party stands for? So why would that person come back and then become a Republican and run for president with Donald Trump? Then, on top of that, why would he want to be a lowly VP in comparison to president? It's like, okay, I know that they're hard up for Trump. They really are, and that's fine. We each got our issues. But they seem more hard up for JFK Jr. because they believe the man's coming back from the dead. And in some cases, they believe he's been in hiding. So they all went to Dallas and they went and sat on a line waiting for him to come back. He would probably have a better chance of running for president than Donald Trump would. It just doesn't make any sense. I know we need something to believe in. And, I was all for that. But there's one thing for something to believe in. It's another thing to believe in lunacy that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because it don't. Not 1 ounce. And it boggles the mind. It boggles the mind on the silliness that these people believe in. I believe in a lot of crazy things. I have my own quote-unquote conspiracies. Like, I know the vaccine works, and it's gonna work, and it's meant to work, because it's in the best interest of Big Pharma to make sure it works. Because there's no money in the cure. And I said again, no money in the cure. Go ahead and sit there and boggle your mind about that. As you see it, I claimed that the vaccine is a cure. I did not. I said it's going to work. What's the vaccine do? Does it protect you from COVID? Not at all. It protects you from death. It makes it so the virus doesn't kill you, or a great chance you don't die from it. But you still need the treatment. But wait a minute. You're going to say, bad boy, there was no treatment. There is now. There's a little red pill. Like this is a damn matrix. Now that pill is to treat COVID. For those who won't take the vaccine, and for those who do take the vaccine and get sick anyway, when they're in the hospital or when they go home, or they can go home like that because they got the pill. Who's paying for that pill? Is that part of the vaccine? Nope. It's not part of the vaccine. It's a whole nother treatment. It's based on the vaccine. They use their research from the vaccine and the virus itself to make that little red pill. But who's going to pay for it then, bad boy? Oh yeah, you are. but I don't have any money, especially with this pandemic going on. So what? Health insurance. There you go. But I don't have any. You're going to get it. Medicaid is popping off like candy. So yes, essentially the government is paying for it, and we are through our taxes. But those of us who have actual insurance, because we're able to keep our job and our insurance, we're going to be paying out the ass for this medicine. Like I said, there's no money in the cure. Now, don't get me wrong. If we go by past tense, no vaccine is a cure. It is a tool to help you survive. So essentially that is still big pharma's way of making money. But that's why the vaccine is going to work. For you, for me, for a select few it won't work as well, or won't work at all, and some few will die. But a lot less are dying in a lot less rapidness than from COVID. It's just that simple. Sometimes the cure can kill you. But if it does, you're the unlucky one. People who die from COVID aren't unlucky because you don't know if that person has COVID or that person has COVID. And since you're not protected from it, you pay the price. And everyone around you pays the price. Listen, I know I went from JFK Jr. to Big Pharma. I'm a Lyft driver on the side. So I had a customer sitting in the back, and we got into the conversation. And it was a good conversation, and I put it this way. We can make cars last forever. Some of the cars from the 50s are still running today without any modifications or like they're still running. Now you obviously got to change spark plugs, you got to change oil, you got to change the filters. That stuff has to be changed. I'm sure they can make an everlasting one of that too, but for the most part that stuff needs to be changed. But that's a minor tune-up. You could do most of that yourself and it'll cost you like $15. Anyway, cars can last forever. They design them not to. Because if an everlasting car existed, the car companies would be going broke. Because they no longer make money once they give you the car, because you never need another car again unless you want to change to an SUV down to a Jeep or up to a pickup truck or to a Mack truck. Unless you want to change vehicles, you never have to buy another one again. So how do I make money? Very simple. There's been a law that was passed allowing automobile companies to make parts that only last an X amount of time. So the law was passed and they were allowed to do this. Now, I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. Because when we do need cars, like say we get into a car accident, now we need a car. If the car companies made only 327 million cars, because it's 327 million Americans, that means if I crash my car for one reason or another, the roads, the weather, a tree, an animal, a kid, an adult, another car, someone who has a heart attack at the wheel and ends up crashing into me. Now, I can't get a new car because there aren't any, because that was the only car ever made for me. So it needs to fail to keep the car companies in business, to keep the cars rolling out when we need them. With the technology that they designed and developed for the electric car would never have gone anywhere because the companies wouldn't have had the money to invest in electric cars because they would be broken out of business. And all the jobs that it takes to make a car would be gone until the next cycle, meaning the next set of cars that crash and burn or something serious happens that's not the car's fault. So it makes total sense to me, but there's no money in the cure. So Big Pharma is going to make the cure either not last as long as we like it to, or make the cure in such a way that it prevents you from dying, keeps you alive, but you still require medicine. So, of course, Big Pharma makes money that way. And that's the smart way to keep your customers alive. Not let them die. It's not in the best interest. Everybody keeps telling me, oh, Big Pharma is trying to make money. Well, guess what? If the vaccine kills you, they make no money. Because how much you think that vaccine cost per shot? I'm going to mean by per shot. In this particular case, with Moderna and Pfizer, it is one dosage broken up into 2 shots because 1 shot would have killed us. So just remember that. Now, let's get into the other point. Like I said, how much money do you think it costs for that 1 dosage of Pfizer or Moderna? And yes, taxpayers paid for it. But that doesn't answer my question. How much do you think that shot is costing? Now, once that shot is administered, where do you think they're going to get their money from? You don't need any more shots. So where's the money coming from? They would go out of business, wouldn't they? So, Big Pharma trying to make money. They took an opportunity and made some money off that opportunity. Oh, hell yeah. Don't get me wrong. They made a killing on the vaccine. But if the vaccine kills us all, they make no more money. So it doesn't make any sense on a simple financial standpoint. They make no more money off of us if we die. So it's in their best interest to keep everybody on the planet alive. How do you think Big Pharma got rich? Just by overpricing their medication? Are you smoking something? You must be. Because I hate to tell you, us Americans in a combined income in 1 year don't make $1 trillion. Probably don't even make $1 billion. And that includes the government taking some of that money. So Big Pharma, how do they make $1 billion a year? Or as I think the last time I saw it, Pfizer made something like $4 billion in 1 year. But there's only 327 Americans. 327 million, excuse me. Wow. That must mean that they were charging out the ass for medication that's supposed to keep you alive. Wait a minute. But it might kill us all. The reason why it won't kill you, unless you are the unfortunate one, is because Big Pharma needs you to live. So they can give you treatment. But remember, they just need you to live. They don't need you to be immune, to be superheroes. They need you to live and need their medicine. Now that red pill, God only knows how much it costs, and God only knows how long you got to take it. With or without the vaccine in your system. Probably less with the vaccine, but still, you got to take it if you get sick. If you were going to tell me that red pill is about making money, I'm with you. Because it's a regimen, so it means you got to continuously take it. So it's a treatment that costs lots of money. It's probably, I don't know, a couple $100 for a bottle of those pills to last you a month. And every month you have to get a new bottle. And every month you gotta get a new bottle. And they don't give you a 60-day supply or a 90-day supply. I bet you they give you a 30-day supply to keep you on that 30th day. Like, yeah, I need this. I need that. Or they give you a 90-day and you don't need it. But they give you a 90-day regimen and they tell you, take it for 90 days and you'll be fine. And the next time you get sick, you gotta take another 90 days. But you only really need 30 days of the medicine. You don't know, I don't know. We're not doctors. But that's my point. Now it's like, oh, the booster shots, the booster shots, the booster shots. Boost my nuts. Because you're getting one booster shot every 6 months to a year. If that's the case, ooh, we're gonna get poor and they're gonna get rich so quickly. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, well, everybody in America has taken the flu shot. I don't care what you think. It was a requirement to get into school. So either you're dumber than dog shit and you live under a fucking bridge and never took the shot or went to school, or you went to school and you got the shot. After a certain point, I know a shit ton of Americans that stopped getting flu shots. And flu shots became not an obligation outside of school. And after a certain age, you're not forced to get a flu shot to go to school. So, yeah. But flu kills, I think they said the largest number it killed was 67,000 Americans in 1 year since the vaccine. Let me be clear, since the vaccine, because there's a bunch of assholes. Oh, with the flu this, the flu that. This is before the vaccine, morons. So come on, stop trying to win an argument with bullshit. So 67,000 Americans died in 1 year due to the flu. Not to a common cold, the flu. Because common cold and the flu are not the same thing. They are, but they aren't. The flu is severe sickness. A common cold is more like a week later you're back to work with soup. So, why is that? Oh my goodness. Oh, because they had the vaccine in them from the flu. Everybody keeps saying flu shot, flu shot, flu shot. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. It's a freaking vaccine, you morons. That's why people, as they get older, I don't want to take the flu shot because I don't want to take any vaccine. Why would you say that? Oh, because it's a vaccine. Anyway, so now a lot of Americans, I might be one included. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It also hasn't been 6 months since I got the vaccine. I'm probably not going to take the booster, especially if they're young or my age or younger. They're probably not going to take that third shot. Big Pharma loses because 327 million Americans took the shot, first one and the second one, and more than half of them probably not going to take the third. Oh shit, they're going to go broke. So where would they get their money? Let's go back. Their money's not in the cure. The money's in the treatment. Oh, what's treatment? That little red pill. So for those of you who think in their empty fucking skulls that the vaccine is going to kill you, you're right in a degree that if you're one of the unlucky ones, but you're wrong if you're not the unlucky ones that doesn't have an adverse effect from it. You'll survive COVID, but still need that treatment, that little red pill. Now, I have a sister. She was telling me a story, and I'll make it short. Woman got the shot. She still can't walk. Yeah, she's one of the unlucky ones. But I know 15 people that have been shot, and, 5 of them died. So what the rest? Bulletproof? No, they're not. They're just lucky. The other ones were unlucky. Sorry, that's the way the world works. If you can't suck on it, then don't swallow. That's simple. My point is this, very simple, and I'll end it with this, and someone please try to contradict me other than, I feel this, I'm not taking it, I feel this way, ho, ho, ho. Okay, Santa, go fuck off with the deers. Actual argument of value on how I'm wrong. Not from your point of fucking view. Facts. If you don't got facts, you can kick rocks. Now, I don't have all the facts about Pfizer and Moderna, but I have all the facts about business. It is not my opinion. Fact. Bad business to cure your customer because you'll go broke. The cure has no money in it unless you're going to charge $1 billion a cure. But you're still going to lose all these people. So you're going to lose all the customers, all because you built only the cure instead of the treatment. That just seems lunacy in a business sense. So from a business standpoint, a financial standpoint, it doesn't suit them to come up with a freaking cure. Now this whole microchip crap, I'm not going to get into that because that's just stupid. Check your phone. Check that satellite above you. Check your TV. Check your neighbor who's listening on you with their devices. I've got, 8 different Google Homes in this house. I've got multiple devices that come with microphones, this camera, that camera, this screen here, this microphone in front of me, my cell phone, my father's cell phone, my TV, my other computers. Okay, so they got me. I don't see a reason to put a chip in me because they know everything about me if they really wanted to. But I'm not important to them. I'm a lowly little douche sitting in a room yelling at a camera. Burge.